Ethan Caldwell had always believed in the power of hard work, respect, and inclusivity. When he founded Caldwell and Company, a luxury retail empire known for its high-end fashion and accessories, he had envisioned an experience where every customer was treated with the same level of care and attention, regardless of their background. But as he stood in one of his own flagship stores, disguised in a casual hoodie, dark jeans, and sneakers, he quickly realized that his vision was not being upheld. The store was immaculate. Marble floors gleamed under the warm glow of chandeliers, and glass display cases showcased luxury watches, handbags, and designer shoes. The ambience exuded exclusivity, but as Ethan observed, he noticed an unsettling pattern. Well-dressed customers were greeted warmly, while others, like himself, were met with indifference or outright dismissal. Determined to test the waters, Ethan approached a young employee, a man in his early 30s with a polished uniform and a neatly combed hairstyle. "Excuse me," Ethan said politely. "Could you help me with—" "We're busy right now." The employee cut him off, barely sparing him a glance before turning his attention elsewhere. Ethan felt a familiar sting, one he had encountered before on his way to success. He took a deep breath, adjusting the baseball cap on his head. He continued through the store, noting the same pattern again and again. Attentiveness for some, cold indifference for others. Near the back of the store, a woman who appeared to be the store manager stood with her arms crossed, clicking her sharp heels against the floor as she directed employees. Ethan approached her. "I'd like some assistance with a purchase," he said evenly. Her gaze swept over him, her polite smile vanishing. "Sir, I think you might be in the wrong store." Ethan raised an eyebrow. "Wrong store." She gave him another once-over, her expression unreadable, but her tone laced with subtle condescension. "Perhaps you should check our outlet locations." Ethan clenched his jaw, but he remained composed. He forced a smile. "No, I think I'm exactly where I need to be." His eyes flickered toward a platinum timepiece displayed behind the glass counter. "I'd like to see one of those watches." The manager barely concealed a sigh. "I don't think that's in your price range, sir." A nearby salesman overheard the exchange and smirked, nudging his co-worker. They whispered something, followed by quiet laughter. Ethan noticed. He noted everything. Without another word, he discreetly pulled out his phone and sent a quick message to his assistant. "Send the regional manager here now." The store manager, growing impatient, folded her arms. "Sir, we're quite busy today. Perhaps you should come back when you're ready to make a purchase." Ethan held her gaze, his eyes steely. "I assure you, I'm more than ready." Minutes later, the regional manager, a tall woman with a meticulously styled bob and a commanding presence, arrived. Her eyes scanned the store until they landed on Ethan, and recognition flashed across her face. "Mr. Caldwell," she greeted him, her voice dripping with urgency. The store manager paled instantly. Confusion and panic flickered across her features. I wasn't aware you were visiting today," she stammered. Ethan's lips curled into a knowing smile. "I like to keep things spontaneous," he said smoothly. "I wanted to experience our customer service firsthand." The store manager's face drained of color. I didn't realize." "You thought I didn't belong here," Ethan finished for her, his voice calm but firm. "And I'm sure I'm not the only person you've treated this way." A hush fell over the store. Employees who had previously ignored him now scrambled to reposition themselves, their expressions a mix of fear and guilt. The young salesman who had smirked earlier looked down, suddenly finding the floor very interesting. Turning to the regional manager, Ethan asked, "Tell me, what's our company mission again?" She straightened. "To provide an exceptional shopping experience for everyone, regardless of background or appearance." Ethan nodded. "That's what I thought." He turned back to the store manager. "And yet, when I walked in here today, I wasn't given that experience. Instead, I was judged, dismissed, and treated as if I didn't belong, in a store I built from scratch." The manager swallowed hard, visibly shaken. I truly apologize, Mr. Caldwell. It won't happen again." Ethan crossed his arms. "Apologies are easy. Change is harder. If this is how you treat me, I can only imagine how you treat customers who don't have my resources or my title." A murmur rippled through the employees as the weight of his words sank in. Ethan didn't enjoy putting people on the spot, but this moment needed to happen, for the sake of every customer who had been made to feel lesser. Stepping forward, Ethan addressed the entire staff. This store represents more than just luxury products. It represents a vision I had when I started this company. A vision of inclusivity, respect, and excellence. If we fail at that, we fail at everything. The regional manager nodded. We'll be implementing immediate customer service training, Mr. Caldwell. Ethan surveyed the nervous faces before him. Good, because this store has a lot of work to do. Just then, a middle-aged couple walked in, their eyes scanning the shelves. Ethan watched as an employee hesitated, unsure whether to approach them. He gave the staff member a pointed look, and the employee quickly stepped forward with a genuine smile and a warm greeting. Ethan smiled to himself. Maybe there was hope yet. He turned back to the store manager. I expect a full report on the changes made within the next month. If not, he let the unfinished sentence hang in the air. The manager nodded vigorously. Absolutely, sir. Ethan took one last look around before heading to the exit. As he reached the door, he turned back with a final thought. And remember, I could be back at any time. As he stepped outside, he inhaled the cool air, feeling a sense of satisfaction. This wasn't about catching employees off guard. It was about ensuring that every customer, no matter who they were, was treated with the dignity they deserved. Little did they know, today's experience would soon go viral, reminding everyone that you never know who might be walking through your door.